Cornelia Meyer is an energy expert and chief executive of MRL Corporation. Good to see you. Now, Bob Dudley talking there about resetting BP for an era of lower oil prices. It suggests he doesn't see a recovery anytime soon in the price.
I think he's right. I mean, in the short to medium term, we won't see a recovery because first we have demand has to go up. It did markedly so in the US, but Europe is in the doldrums, and especially with what happened in Greece recently, we will stay in the doldrums. And China is growing below expectations. And in terms of supply, supply is coming offline, especially the shale producers are coming offline. But again, that takes time to work itself through the system. It takes about 12 to 18 months. So we have another 10 months or so to go. Big oil, the conventional oil, that has a lifespan of $1 invested. You will reap the benefits in 7 to 10 years' time. So it's a very long cycle business.
Indeed it is. Now, BP's costs, their overheads, not coming down as rapidly as one might have thought?
Well, I was actually quite surprised looking at it. If you look at it, BP has since 2010 divested $40 billion worth of assets. Its crude production, its upstream production is down 25% since the spill in the Gulf of Mexico. But its headcount isn't really down. So if you compare that to maybe other companies like an Exxon, they would react much, much quicker. But then Americans are quicker to react to headcount than Europeans. They do have employment at will.
Mr. Dudley's an American, of course.
Yes, but he runs a British company.
OK. Now, Rosneft was quite a surprise there. Was that a surprise to you?
It was a surprise to me because if you look at the third quarter, where it was markedly down 808 million in 2013 of dividends and 101 in this year, it was a surprise. But when you look at it, yes, the ruble has done very badly, and yes, you have sanctions, and yes, the oil price is down, but also the cost is down. Rosneft's cost comes through in rubles, so there's the uplift from the low ruble there.
Yeah. Now, there's a lot of fantasy M&A talk about BP potentially being a takeover target for someone like Shell. Do you go along with any of this? Absolutely
not. I mean, it's the only two who could do it would be the bigger behemoths would be Shell and Exxon. But if you look at antitrust, if you look at the big dominant market positions that Shell and Exxon have, and then you add the dominant position of BP, no antitrust authority would go along with it, barring very, very major divestments, which wouldn't make it worth the while.
OK, Cornelia, we're going to leave it there. Thanks very much for joining us.
Thank you.